evening and welcome to Coffee and Tea.
Welcome.
Yes, come on in, grab your coffee, grab the tea. Someone grab me the whiskey after this week.
Yes.
Now, we're getting ready to move into this Leo new moon energy. August is, July you needed bail bondsmen. August you're going to need therapists. Our appointment availability is available throughout the month. So please make sure to go ahead and book early because it will get busy.
It will get busy. Oh, yes, it will get busy. Yep. Hey, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra. How are you? You're not basic. I've at least got you to advanced witchery.
It took me a split second. I looked at my mug. I was like, he is referring to. That's written on that. Like, I wouldn't call you basic. I would definitely put you in advanced. I
was gotta work on your,
about advanced me. What advanced? No. Yeah, the only thing that's advanced about me is my advanced aging back.
No, you're not.
I have the back of a 60-year-old.
I have a back of an 80-year-old. I told you how to take care of that in your comments, but I will repeat that. Find a massage therapist. You have a session once a week.
I need to be able to afford a massage therapist.
Oh, honey, go find them. They all have really good damn packages. Secondly,
yes,
exercise. Your back's hurting, go for a walk. Your back's cranky, go for a walk.
Yeah.
Thirdly is get rid of your Nightshade family of foods.
I can't get rid of tomatoes.
Then that means you have to eat spinach to clear out the liver.
I know, and then add turmeric in to like go against the inflammation.
Exactly.
It's annoying, but I'm gonna see if my insurance approves one of two procedures. One is an injection right into the sacrum joint itself, which sounds delightful. Can't wait for that one. I watched a video on it. I was like, that's a hard no, thanks, because that's going into the joint, not a muscle, not a tendon. They're putting that right in the middle of the actual joint next to my hip, and that sounds not great.
No.
So, yes, and then I've already had fusions done in my spine, in my cervical spine. So they're like, if these don't work and physical therapy is not helping, that's literally like the next step. And I was like, I kind of saw that coming a mile away. I was like, I knew that at some point in my life, another fusion was in my future. So I was like, at some point, I'm going to end up having reduced mobility at some point, but that's,
Yeah. I have 7 herniated discs, and I've told them what they can do with their fusions, and they didn't like it.
I've got 4 they're not completely slit, but they are herniated on top of my sacral section. So it's like, and they're like, well, we're not sure which is affecting what. We don't know if the herniated discs are causing this dysfunction, or if the dysfunction is causing you to have the herniated discs. Either way, I want it fixed, please.
Yeah, but no, I would not let them do anything unless they can get approval for the laser surgery.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, I joke around that I have like the soul of a dead guy hanging around with me all the time, and I call him Harold, and he doesn't like small children or cats. And says things like whippersnappers and get off my lawn. When my surgeon told me that I was going to have cadaver bone put in my body, and I was like, can we get a background on that person?
Yes, we need to know who that is.
I was like, because I don't want just like random body parts put in my body, and I don't know who it's coming from. They're like, well, we can't reveal information. I was like, yeah, but like, were they a douchebag? Like, just give me baseline. Were they a decent person, or were they an absolute dick? Because I want to know what's coming into my body.
Or were they a serial killer? Because most bodies that are going into that are normally prisoners that do not get their bodies picked up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of just like, like, we're just going to put a cadaver bone in your body. I'm like, that's cool. That's perfectly fine and safe. I'm sure there's going to be no spiritual repercussions from that whatsoever.
Yeah. But no, I am not a fan of any of the fusion surgeries.
My neck did it. I will say it. Like it saved my life in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that my spinal surgeon saved my life
Mm-hmm.
from a pain
I'll
standpoint
blast
and
him
a
on
quality of
fucking
life.
social media. Dr. Daphner?
Yeah.
No. I'll do it myself in the back of a Kia.
I was like, if they could, I'd said to so many people, it's like, I feel like if somebody just like reinvented the medieval rack, but instead of for torture purposes, it was for realignment of the spine purposes, we'd have a gold mine. Just put me on the rack, stretch me out completely, like decompress my spine. I'm good as gold.
Mm-hmm. And you can actually get that. Normally it's at a lot of yard sales. It's called the inverter.
I would love to try inversion therapy. I just have a feeling I would spend most of my time upside down.
And
can you just imagine me just constantly like, what are you doing? I'm literally hanging out upside down.
But no, things that I have found very beneficial for my back and my RA is the cutting down of Nightshade family. Yoga.
Yeah.
I literally, when Eric
I'm
told me you were to do yoga, I looked at him and said, really? And granted, so I tried it. It works. I like my yoga. I do the big guy yoga. It's very nice, very padded, very gentle yoga. And then walking, moving, exercising. The more you can make those muscles move, it's less time for them to sit and whine.
Right. It's so painful. It's like it takes my breath away, and I'm like, I can't breathe because my back is spasming.
Yeah.
Like I can't breathe. And then panic sets in with the pain. I'm like, this is awful.
Yep.
Like
and then you got to,
it's awful. Hate it. Anywho, what have you been up to?
My normal, let's see, testing at the Fly Lady routine for housekeeping. I'm enjoying it. It's quick and easy. 15 minutes a day, and my house looks nice.
There you go.
Working on my planners and deciding that, fuck it, I'm probably going to end up doing my own. And then, let's see, what else have I done? Waged war on a network that I don't think that they thought was coming.
I saw the posts on the conversation. I was like, so I sent them an email. I was like, ooh. In the way that was worded, I was like, oh yeah. So they got their rear end ripped out.
You're right.
Like, sort out your shit.
Well, not only that, but here's how you do that. This is what I want done. This is how I want it done, and you fucking lied to me. Don't lie to a psychic. We've got the memory of fucking sharks.
Yes.
We quote you verbatim in a court of law.
Mm-hmm. You told us this, and this, and that's not what we are getting.
Exactly.
It was like I noticed on Purple Ocean that they changed their payouts. Mm-hmm. So now I'm actually getting paid less per reading than I was before, and they're also sending me way less people. Like beforehand, when I was getting like 5 or 6 in a few hours' time, I'm getting like 1.
Yeah. What hours are you working though?
I'm working different hours of the day, like logging on, seeing if traffic's picking up or anything like that. And it's like if after an hour nothing has happened, I'll open up another network and it's just crickets again. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Advertisement, marketing, or repetitive behavior.
Yeah.
All these networks have switched into making psychics act like fucking office workers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not what we are.
Well, no.
We can't be turned on like between 9 and 5 or between 3 and 11. That's not how it works. We're going to have days where we're really on, and then we're going to have days where we're just like psychically burned out and we can't.
Well, again, and that's where the management of psychic care comes into management of hours, looking at the time you're working. Weirdly, you've got to also realize that you are now international. So it may be like 2 a.m. at your house and nothing's going on.
Right. I know, Sandra, I know you think that I'm better on my own, but I don't exactly have people booking in with me every single day. So I need other sources of income.
Yes. This is the
I mean, I had a booking today, but that's just one booking out of 7 days in a week. And it's like, if I only get 1 or 2 bookings a week, that's definitely not enough to cover my cost of living, my rent, my internet bill, my phone bill, things like that. So it's like, I have to come up with other ways for me to keep even just like a trickle of income coming in. But it's one of those things you can spend 5 hours on a network and only get 2 or 3 phone calls, and 2 out of those 3 phone calls, they're only wanting their free 5-minute whatever, and you're just like, well, I just wasted so many hours of my time and I made nothing.
Right. But that's when you also need to be making other content, because the other part of being psychic is we are now content creators.
Yeah.
A video, a blog, boom, boom, like my task list that I give new psychics, they freak out, and I'm like, yeah, I need 50 pieces of content from you a month.
Yeah. And it's like being at home with my kid and everything like that, and a partner who doesn't work. I'm like, I feel like I can't even walk away for 4 minutes without something going wrong or somebody needing something. And it's like, also sitting out where I'm at is also not weather conducive most times, and especially in the winter.
And that's why we go to midnight.
That might be changing though. Once winter hits, that might be changing.
Well, again, I'd go to midnights. Right now, I work midnights.
I wouldn't have an issue working overnight. I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Just a matter of trying to find a time to sleep during the daytime.
Benadryl, baby. Or rubbing alcohol and
pop melatonin like it's Tic Tacs.
Forget that. The human
melatonin works for me. I know it doesn't for everybody, but it works for me.
The human body can function on 3 hours of sleep a day.
3 hours? I could not. I would be sick.
I used to do 18-hour stretches on the old networks when there was time. Now, granted, you're working for a network that runs like an old network, and I'm like, yay!
Yeah,
so it gets to understand the pain.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for some people,
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the next month holds. I know I'll be getting some relief in the next few weeks, so at least there's that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like, unless I can't move when my joint is completely not moving. And I need it to move in order to do the things that they're telling me I need to be able to do in order to get the relief. And I'm like, yeah, but if I can't do that right now, then how do you expect me to improve my situation if I can't even do the bare basic minimums of what you're telling me I need to do? So hopefully I'll be getting some relief, and then I can go off and start actually actively doing active physical healing.
Right.
Oh well. And I know the network situation will improve.
It does. July is always hard for everybody.
Everyone's on summer vacation.
Well, that and everything else.
Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla. Yep, you're alive.
I was like, I see
everybody coming in. We've just been chatting.
If it comes up saying Facebook user, it means that you have to go to the Facebook/StreamYard site and hit yes, I will allow you to put my comments on the site. Otherwise, we will just call you Facebook user.
That, or go over to our YouTube channels and subscribe.
Yes.
Guys,
subscribe.
Please.
Hit the likes, hit the follows, hit the shares, do all the things.
Yes. And if you're inclined to refill our coffee cups, the apps are there for you to do that.
Please do.
That's a new thing we have added. You don't have to buy us a cup of coffee for a reading. We are taking questions, but we're also talking business.
Yeah, feel free to drop questions, stuff like that. I've just got my Moonology deck here because it's the new moon. Why would I not use a moon-driven deck on a lunar shift?
Right. But no, there's a lot of different things getting ready to go into August. There's a lot of housekeeping that goes into August, but I'm already looking at February. I need to be getting my team ready for February.
I'm freaking out over like, do I have everything that I need for Pagan Pride? Just like not even like a month and a half away.
Do you have your deck? Do you have your tent? Do you have your dress?
I don't have a tent because I'm going to be inside.
Okay.
I'm going to be inside. I don't have a dress yet. I have some that I'm looking at. But my friend Lisa is going to be coming with me with a table. And I don't know which deck. I'm probably going to end up bringing all of my decks and just seeing what I want to work with that day. Cause I never know until I sit down really which deck I want to work with.
Okay. Then you've got all you need.
Yeah.
Like, I literally carry my setup in a backpack.
Yeah. Bring comfy chairs. Yeah. I'm going to need to.
With pillows.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Now, when you were younger, did you wear heels?
Not very much. If I did, it was like a chunky, like 1 inch thing. You know what I mean? Like it was a wide base, not. It wasn't something that just But I did do 17 years of competitive dance, so that also might have something to do with it.
Right. Well, here's my point, though. Because if my back's really killing me, my 5-inch heels come out.
Yeah, because it elevates and tilts your pelvis forward and takes that pressure off of the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of my mom's sandals have at least like a 1/2 inch lift on them because it takes that pressure off of her hips and her lower back.
Right. Cool to bring 3 to 4 decks for Shotgun Terror class. Shotgun Terror class will be fun.
Yes, it will.
Yes. I'll have my basket of decks with me that you can play with.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna. I was like the black deck's probably gonna be out and proud that day too.
No, I'm not bringing it.
No, you're not gonna bring the black deck.
That is for my personal use only.
Okay.
Yeah, that deck is amazing, but it's not a good beginner's deck. It is an advanced tarot reader's deck.
Yeah. It's got attitude too.
Yes, it does. Y'all guys got to remember, I'm not reading this year at Pagan Pride. I am too busy.
I'll be doing readings amongst all of the other things that I'm going to be doing while I'm there.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm looking at my schedule. I was like, so am I doing readings? And Gwen's like, yes. And I was like, when?
Yeah. When?
When? When am I doing the readings?
Yeah. Aeson done that last year. I am coming up Friday night. I will be at my apartment in Fairmont Friday night.
Hi.
FYI.
You were given an overload of information the past 2 weeks. What should you be expecting the next 6 months? There's a male figure that says, calm down, take one thing at a time. Hang on, which deck do I want to use? Are we doing this one? Okay.
Yeah, we're doing this one.
It's like, which deck am I using?
Shoot me a message. I mean, shoot us a birthday. We got to make sure you're 18.
I know she is, but I know she's got to put it down.
Got to put it down. Got to keep the lawyers happy. 729.65. Sandy asked, I was just given an overload of information in the past 2 weeks. What should I be expecting in the next 6 months? Any past family members have anything they want to tell me? That's your department. What I get,
like you talk to the dead people. I'll just look at the
I don't need extra ones. All right. So up first, we have your past. Not only that, but you've been felt like you've been left out in the water with not enough information. It's like bits and pieces and overload going on. Right now, you need to rest and regenerate. Figure out what the hell you're going to do with it. Moving forward, you've got some new passions coming up, but you also need to work on your boundaries, Sandy. Your main message here is you need to take care of your damn self. Fuck the rest.
Yep. Okay, so come on through, Dad. Okay, first of all, take a deep breath. Okay. He's showing me like a frying pan and getting hit in the back of the head with a frying pan. So all of that information is literally giving you like a headache. like it's literally going to give you a headache if you let it overwhelm you. Okay. So either you got blindsided by like this freaking like pan in the head kind of thing, or it's going to give you a headache, or both of those, whichever makes sense for you in that. You are definitely going to be needing a lot of strength over the next 6 months. Okay. And Dad is definitely going to be giving that to you. He wants you to step out of this being a lamb and start coming into like this inner lioness. Okay. He wants you to stop being the lamb. Okay. He's showing me that there's like a lot of pain going on at the moment. And that's, I feel like that's even just anxiety ridden and things like that. And it's kind of like you just kind of want to scream. And yeah, I feel like that this is definitely having to do with members of the family. Know that with the Chariot card, things are going to take a brand new direction. And I feel like that you're going to mostly be in the driver's seat with this, or you're going to be taking the wheels or taking the reins back a little bit. And when you are doing that, you're definitely going to be increasing your power and stepping into your power. The Sun is saying that you're going to be successful in this endeavor. So don't think that this is just ultimately going to end in failure. The World's card says that within this next 6 months, or coming up at the end of 6 months, this entire situation is going to start coming full circle again. But hold on to that inner strength. Make sure you are meditating and grounding yourself, okay? And also, Dad says, like, I don't know I don't know why I want to say this, but like wine will not solve all problems. So I don't know if it's like you just want to go and have a drink just to calm your nerves or things like that. But he's like, that's just not going to solve the problems. That's just going to exacerbate things. Or if there is somebody around you that is into like heavy drinking and things like that, they're just showing me like that's not going to solve any of the problems. So hope that makes sense.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. Guys, we need questions. We're not doing generals tonight, and we need your birthday.
Yes.
We like our lawyers happy and hungry.
Shannon's like, Lisa's going to send me to watch my stuff. Probably.
No.
Probably.
No. But, things will be busier in August. We do have Pagan Pride coming up. We have some other events. I'm going up to Mystic Artisans in August.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to take a break. Let's go ahead and get that break out of the way.
Yeah, let's take a break real quick.
Yeah. Which, you can do yours after mine.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I provide a blended reading consisting of mediumship, psychic, and tarot cards. A reading from me can cover any guidance you need, from relationships with your partner or your family, spiritual, financial, any questions you may need clarity on. If you would like to book an appointment with me, check out my website, tracyvann.com. That's TracyVann.com. I have bookings from 15 to 60 minutes you may choose from. That helps if you just have a quick question, need an answer, or if you're looking for a reading in more depth. I'm here to provide the guidance and clarity for you. Let's just figure it out. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, and I'm sure you're wondering why I'm not wearing any makeup. Well, one reason is to irritate my social media manager, Aeson Knight. Hi, Aeson. The other reason is because I like to get to the naked truth about what it means to be a neurodivergent LGBT person with psychic abilities. I've got vlogs, blogs, and podcasts and videos all related to trying to live my best life and helping witches and bitches do the same thing. So, you can check all that out and get a reading from Dottie the Psychic at DOTTIEthepsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and I am here to tell you how to get in contact with me and a little bit about what I do. I am the High Priestess that works with shadow work to help you grow and heal. And I work with access bars, Reiki, I do power forms. I'm recently getting into crystal healing, sound therapy as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, that is LadyGwendolynHealing.com. Book your appointment with me. I do in person, I do over the phone, I do over Zoom. We can do that as well. My main goal is to help you grow and heal, because I've been there, I'm still going through it, and I let my strength help guide you. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I provide tarot readings covering everything from love and relationships to your life questions and your most spiritual answers. And also, I provide a lot of guidance in finances and divorces and all those relationship problems. So, if you'd like to get a reading from me privately, not on air, you can feel free to do so by visiting aesonknight.com and booking your appointment. I also provide on-demand services, so if your life is a little chaotic, you can go ahead and click that call now button there on my site. It'll connect you to Keen, and if you've not been with Keen before, you'll get 3 free minutes to talk with me, so that's great for a quick answer question. All right, guys, back to the show. Enjoy. Bye, y'all. All right, Natalie's turn.
My turn. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a psychic medium. You can find me on www.thependulumspath.com. You can find me on YouTube and on Twitter and on TikTok and on Facebook, all under The Pendulum's Path. You can book in with me for a reading. I do 15-minute, 30-minute, 1-hour sessions. We can get down to mediumship if that is what you were looking for. Usually pictures help me better to connect. So sending me pictures of loved ones helps tremendously. But when it comes to healing and life guidance, I have been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, and I have all the stickers to prove it. So if you're looking for guidance in your life, come check out The Pendulum's Path. It would be my honor to connect with you and your loved ones today.
Come on, Seed. All right. So we got some
resonates.
Got some questions coming in, but we also have, I want to talk about this inner child behavior.
Yes. That's a lot of that's coming out.
Yeah, what are we going to do with this inner child today?
Oh, inner child. A lot of people's inner childs need a lot of healing, especially as a lot of parents are parenting, like parents now are parenting completely differently than how they were parented when they were growing up. Like punishment styles have completely evolved into gentle parenting styles, more so, you know, it's more gentle parenting more than just disciplinary and teaching and things like that. And a lot of those older traumas are starting to come back up to the surface, especially when parents are now looking at how they want to raise their children, or even noticing, those that don't have children, noticing how other people are parenting their children. And like a lot of people are being triggered by things a lot recently.
But you know, I made this comment this morning, there's a good thing I'm not a parent in this decade.
In this decade, yeah, with with all of your astrological signs, you'd be a hard parent.
It's 8 o'clock. My ass is awake. The sun is up. I have a house to clean. Go outside. I will see you when the street lights come on. Not a minute sooner.
Right.
Water,
Exactly.
the hose is over there. Bye.
Yes. Exactly. Kayla asks, am I located in Morgantown? I don't currently do in-person readings. And I do that most of it is to do with my own family's health and safety precautions. Even if you swear up and down, left and right, that you test negative and things like that, I'm not willing to put my family at risk. I nearly lost my daughter to a respiratory infection some years ago, and I don't want to relive that. So I do all of my readings virtually, either on the phone, through Zoom, whatever, through text messaging. You can contact me in multiple different ways, but it's like you can sit in the comfort of your own home, eating potato chips in your PJs. I don't care. I want you to be comfortable because life is uncomfortable. So whenever you're getting a psychic reading from me, I want you to be as comfortable as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still not doing in person.
Yeah.
I'm doing events.
Right. Events is different than doing like an actual sit down in person. I do occasionally do parties. Mm-hmm. If there's going to be at least 4 people at the party for me to read or connect with. Mm-hmm. But that's something that has to be booked in advance, prepaid, right. All that stuff. You know what I mean? And right. That can be worked out differently. But for right now, I just do solely virtual readings.
Right. And that's a good thing. Now, where all are you finally?
What's that?
Where are you all finally?
What? Where can you find me? Like on everything?
Uh-huh. Let's see if you can get them all.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube.
That's social media.
Yes.
Where can they throw money
Then at? You can find me on Purple Ocean. Psychic readings app under the Pendulum's Path. I am also on Psychic Oz, but I'm not under the Pendulum's Path there. They make you use an alias. So you can find me listed under the name Shirley.
Uh-huh.
On Psychic Oz. You can find me on Bitwine. You can find me on Click for Advisor through my actual website at thependulumspath.com. You'll scroll down and see a little thing that says I am available for chat. And if I'm not, you can still send me a message and then I can log in and connect with you then if I have availability to do so. Right. Oh my gosh, where else am I on? I'm on Advia Advisors. I'm on that website as well. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, where else am I on, Aeson?
That's where you're at.
Is that the full list? I think that's the full list.
Yeah. Those are all the networks you're
and
with.
I'm on Bitwine. I was like, I feel like I'm missing one.
Huh?
I was like, I feel like I'm missing one. It's the Bitwine account.
It's the Bitwine account. Bitwine's a lovely chat app. I helped develop it. I'm very happy with their growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Networks can be chaos at times, but it's fun.
Right.
You never know who's going to be calling you, which also adds to the excitement.
Yes, because it's blind. We don't know.
It is. They're completely blind readings. You have no idea what's going to come through.
Yeah. And that's always been my pleasure is network. Because people will book an hour with me and they come to me and I'm like prepared, like sit down, get the coffee ready. It's going to be an hour talk about their Jerry Springer life and how we can sort this shit out. Like I've been hired and flown out to go choose divorce attorneys. Okay. That level of let's fix this shit.
Yeah.
And they'll come in and go, does my boss hate me? I'm like, you booked an hour to discuss your crappy boss that doesn't even know your name. That's why you hate
Right,
me.
exactly. If you want to know if it's time for you to quit your career, let's find that out real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the 8 of Pentacles comes out reversed. Your work environment isn't serving you. Maybe it's time for you to leave.
Exactly. I'm done. Call me back in, a month and we'll do another few minutes.
Exactly. You know
come
what I mean?
Loaded for bear with me. If you book more than 15 minutes, you better become loaded for bear. I expect 10 questions. We're going to cover them in 30 minutes, and then we're going to shoot the shit about how we fix this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, call me on network. Any of them.
Right? If all it is do you see that does this person love me or not? I'm like, that's a simple yes or no question. And you already know the answer to that. You don't need to go to a psychic. If you already have doubts that this person feels a certain way about you, then why are you calling a psychic?
Right.
Start following your intuition, people.
Well, that's where you get in touch with that inner child and that second ego and that spiritual body, and learn to listen to your gut and learn to listen to your body, because your body will tell you everything.
Yes. I was like, if you're so worried about whether or not somebody loves you and you don't know what it's like for you to love your own self, then maybe you should start working on that and see where your expectations really lie.
You're right. And here's the other page of that, or the other important page of that, is then looking at like Natalie and her back, and she doesn't have to answer these questions, but we'll take the Sylvia Brown Spirit Novus approach to it. So exactly who are you carrying around that you need to release?
I know exactly who it is.
Okay. So what is stopping you from laying down that baggage? And how are you going to make a plotted plan
to let
and
that
an
go.
agreement to listen to yourself?
Yeah.
What is blocking your root chakra? Because that's where your sacrum is. It's your root chakra. Yeah. What is not allowing you in your root chakra area of life to not give the empowerment of that?
Yeah, like where is your sense of instability really rooted?
Right.
And mine is in relationships with men, because I had a very unstable relationship with my father, ergo the child trauma.
Right. And then you go into the more deeper things, like exactly what are you been speaking into an existence?
Right.
For this to happen.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Whether it's consciously or unconsciously, we're constantly, even if it's just like thinking of past memories, that's still bringing that energy forward.
So, and you just start digging into that, and you start releasing that emotional trauma, and you start feeding that one piece at a time. Mm-hmm. And you start listing out 5 things you're grateful for every day. I don't care if it's I woke up, I had coffee, and I have put this down on my list.
I had coffee.
I woke up, I had coffee, I did not have to place a bond, I did not have to bail anybody out of jail, and there is no body to go hide in a rose garden.
I'd call that a win for a Thursday evening.
Yes.
Thank you.
Literally. Sometimes that's your gratitude. Sometimes that's the thing. And it's nurturing that inner cycle of energy, because if it has already reached the physical body, it has had to penetrate the other 5 bodies. So you have to start healing from the other 5 inward.
Yeah.
Spheres, nodules, theory, those, we can play with it. But can we stop something?
Yeah.
All right, I really want people to stop doing this, because you'll watch the rate of heart attacks crash completely. I'm so heartbroken. Your heart ain't broken. Your mind's broken.
Yeah. Your spirit's broken. Your ego's broken. Your heart's not broken.
Right.
The world's crashing down around you, but are you still breathing? Yes. Are you having chest pains? No. Then your heart's not broken.
Uh-huh.
Are you on blood thinners? Do you have a stent? Are you having a mild cardiac arrhythmia right now? No. Then sit down, take a deep breath, and let's figure out why your world is collapsing around you and what you can or cannot do to fix that.
Or what you can do to fix it, even though you don't know that you can do that to fix
right.
it. Or you have to take the alternative route to fix it. A little beef tongue, a little cayenne pepper, a dozen Nelson's barbed wire, but hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tracy's question keeps popping out at me.
Well, let's start taking the stars, and we'll get to Tracy too.
Okay.
If you want, I can clear most of the stars quickly.
Yes.
All right. Alina, here we go. Will a change in your life, namely your relationship, 6/26/59? Let's see. Yeah, actually it does. I feel like there is something getting addictive to this relationship that has to be fixed. That's why you're having the arguments and the things to be ironing out right now. Moving forward, you need to take the logical approach and approach it like a war plan. And literally take the issues apart, because they keep popping up the same. The only way to make them change is fix the base problem issues. if you keep planting the same seed and you keep getting tomatoes, but you're wanting corn, you're not getting there.
Yeah.
All right, Kayla Scott, 7/23/98. Any past family or friends have a message for me, and how does he feel towards me?
Right when I heard, does anybody have a message for me? I immediately heard, like, why are you stressing over him? And then you chimed in with, they want to know about the relationship. And I was like, that's funny.
All right, so here we go. We're going to take this backwards and then frontwards first. All right, messages from you. The first one I get is you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not paying attention to yourself. You need to knock it the fuck off. All right, secondly, does he have feelings towards you? Yes. Most of them have to do with you needing to be you and showing yourself off more because he finds you amazing, caring, and loving. He also thinks you're everything in a bag of chips. So you need to, if you want this, you got to put some effort in there and tell him exactly how you want it. Because if you tell him once that you'll eat spinach, you'll be having spinach for the rest of your life. And if you hate it, that's really going to suck.
Yep. There's also a female guide in there that says stop overanalyzing yourself.
Yep.
Like, stop nitpicking your own self. Stop picking yourself apart. Start putting your pieces back together instead of picking yourself apart and overanalyzing yourself. Okay? Because the moment we start to pull ourselves apart, we literally start pulling and falling apart in front of that person because we're nitpicking every single piece of us. If somebody's with you, they want to be with you because of you. So stop nitpicking every single thing about yourself that you feel that they wouldn't want or why they wouldn't want it. Because that's just manifesting that energy into existence.
All right, Brenda Brown, 960. I think it'll be a work of nonfiction. And here's the storyline to it. It starts out in a moment of chaos and loss for your heroine. They, however, begin building back. They start and rebuild their spirit. But, of course, in all tropes, they have to, however, make a sacrifice of some sort. They overanalyze and overwork it. Then they make the sharp decision. Then there is a question about if they made the right decision. Then a new character enters that changes the whole perspective of this. And then final outcome of the book will be them off to a new adventure. Yes, I just done a book reading.
I did one of those the other day too.
Yeah.
I did, and I was like, I don't know why I want to say this, and this, but it's like, I feel like you're going to end up combining some of those ideas that you have into literally one storyline. And I was like, and it's going to work. It's going to work.
Uh-huh.
And then I told them, I was like, and I would like a copy as soon as it's done, please, and thank you.
Okay. So, Facebook user asks, what chakra is attached to the question, am I a good student? That would actually be your third eye, your knowledge base, and your crown chakra.
Yeah. But before you start opening that up, make sure that you are grounded enough.
Yep.
Good and grounded before you start opening up the crown.
I need a valid, it says validation question, please. Raise his hands. Where's the question?
That was you, Brenda. I was like, I did a reading like that the other day.
Tracy wants to know, am I going to wind up that manager position in the fall? Aren't I? I'm pulling cards to laugh out loud. Well, if we're going to go above that, where did I put them?
I mean, if you want a straight yes or no, Tracy, I can give you a straight yes or no.
Oh, you know nothing is ever straight yes or no. It's always deeper than that.
I mean, she's got a choice on whether or not she wants to take it.
Yeah, she could retire and be a psychic. Here we go. Inward, outward, around we are. Hello, Black Tarot. Let's see what you got. Oh, Aeson's coffee completely. Actually, he's espresso, mocha.
I'm getting an actual typed message here.
Here we go. Write them up. First up, we have the Knight of Sticks. So, of course, there's ideas, there's thoughts. We have the Eight of Cups, looking at all of your attributes that you have had. Right now, we have the Wheel of Fortune, meaning it's not been decided. Fixed with the Five of Swords. Oh, you bet your ass it is. Moving into the future, we have the Knight of Cups, meaning you'll have a new Holy Grail to go chasing after. That Holy Grail will include the Two of Pentacles, balancing out your two lives. Your advice and answer to that is you bet your bottom broomstick.
Yep. Yep. On my pendulum board here, because I'm using my pendulum board, and it started saying wait for offer, and then hang on here. Think long and hard. AB about WH where. Think long and hard about where you WA want where you want to be in 5 years. So if where you want to be in 5 years' time is not in alignment with what you're being offered, then you know the decision that you have to make. But I do feel like that there's an offer coming in for you.
All right, we're 3 stacks back. You want me to take Lisa?
I could take Lisa.
Okay.
And Lisa got me the most amazing thing, and I know that like no one can really see what that is, but this is silver from Scotland. So this is Scottish silver, and these two bands here are cut into the outline of the coast of Scotland. So I have Scottish silver with the coastline of my home country on it, and it's like my favorite. And 5 years is what it's about. See, look at that. Boy, that's weird.
Uh-huh.
Yay, 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 yay. Okay. So, Nine of Pentacles comes out. You reap what you sow, basically. So, there is definitely abundance coming into your life. Gifts are being given. You know exactly what I'm talking about there. The Fool card comes out. Yay for new journeys and new beginnings. I know exactly that you are going through a new journey and beginning. And look at that. There's the King of Pentacles. There's that stable, homely male that you love oh so much, right? The sun will be shining on this new endeavor. Your world is going to be changing, but it's going to be positive. You're standing on top of the world and things are starting to come full circle. Make sure you're releasing any of that mental baggage, my dear. Okay, this new move that's coming up for you with the Two of Wands here. This is like literally your wish being granted, and it's going to bring a lot of balance into your life and make you happy as freaking hell. And I wish you all the freaking best. Make sure that you are focusing your manifestations in the right direction as well. Make sure that you're not misaligning your manifestations. I just want to like point that out. Like I just want to throw that in there. Just make sure your manifestations are aligned with the right purpose. Okay? Love you.
All right. Donna 111169 got any messages for me? We'll see.
There's always a message.
Yeah, the question is if the answer is received.
And it was lovely what your daughter said, Lisa. That made my heart so happy.
All right, so of course we're going to use Ladies Fan. It's the Okay, fine. We'll talk about you too. So you've been dealing with recently a lot of checkered things, trying to figure out exactly which square into the post you're going to go. You're also having to deal with that inner self of light. Moving into right now, you're going through some realizations that some things just aren't worth the money, and you've been investing too long, and you need to figure out exactly what to do with them. And then we have the tower here, which means change. Kind of a direct left. Moving ahead, we have the King of Wands, balance, logic, study. Moving in with the Lover, so a partnership of analyzation. There'll be someone new entering that you're going to be figuring out what to do with and go into a deeper realm with. Your advice right now is the King of Spears, which means balance that checkbook. Know where every penny is. Make sure it's doing exactly what the growth you want it to be, and if it's not, fix it. Followed with what I call the Six of Spears, which is the balance of joy and pleasure. So as you get this through and you get yourself into an alignment with what your actual goals are, you will start seeing things profit and manifest around you much easier than what you have been, and you'll be dealing with a lot less challenges.
Yeah. And start having faith that's actually going to come to you instead of focusing on that doubt.
Yep. All right. You got to take this one.
Which one?
Cageman 304 8477. Do you have any ancestors that have a message for me?
Yes, hang on. Okay. So there is a male spirit guide that's coming forward. And he kind of I don't know if he's Viking, Druid. I feel really drawn to saying Viking, like just by the way that he is dressed and adorned. I really feel strongly like called to say like Viking type energy. I'm hearing battle and anger. And anger needs to be resolved in your life in order for you to feel like or to win this battle. Hang on one second here. I'm just going to use this just to kind of validate some of the information that I'm also getting. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through for Cageman 304. What is that message pertaining to anger or a battle? And go forward in confidence. Go forward in confidence. Hang on, W. Wait for outpouring of emotions. So I feel like that there is like anger or deep anger from your past that needs to be resolved in order for you to move forward. And even as I'm saying that, I'm feeling like a lot of tightness in my chest. And I feel like that this has to do with the past. And that also might have to do with like that, like trauma child issues as well. And I feel like it even has to do with like mid to late teen years. That they're coming through, like teen angst and things like that. There's like trauma or healing that needs to be done around that area. Also pay attention to your dreams and start dream journaling, all those little pieces and messages that start coming through. That like all those little pieces of lucidity that you're getting right before you wake up, those messages and those scenes are important. And I feel like if you're having like a repetitive dream or a scene that keeps replaying, focus on what is happening in and around that little scene, write it down, and you'll start to pick up more pieces and understand that there's more than one situation going on that you need to pay attention to. That's what I'm getting.
Cool. Okay. All right, guys. So we're kind of needing to wrap up because we normally just take an hour for coffee and tea. So what's your what's your goal for August?
My goal for August is to be booked out every single day of every single week and to make a ridiculous amount of money and to be so busy that I don't know what to do with myself.
Okay. You know what?
And it's my wedding anniversary too, in August as well. So, and it's my mom's birthday, so I've got to plan stuff out for that as well. But like that's basic. That's what it is.
Right.
I want to be busy.
Right. My goal for August is to get everything onto a pattern. Because if we get into a connective pattern of manifestation, then we can begin building that manifestation into what we want. Yeah. Also, August is the hottest of the month.
Yes,
I will be at Pagan Pride. Yes, I am the MC and mouth of Pagan Pride. So you'll be hearing me all day.
Lisa's my I don't want to call her my minion for the day, but she's gonna be my magical assistant.
They're called handlers. She's your handler for the day.
She can handle me. I'll let her handle me.
Yeah. If you're bringing coffee, Lisa, it's a triple shot double macchiato.
You're definitely the go-to. See, when I was working in the film industry, we're called gophers because you would go for everything. So if you were hired on as a gopher, it was literally you were go for coffee, go for tea, go for paper, go for pens, go for duct tape, go for electrical tape, go for everything.
Stay out of my purse.
Just have all those things. Like that's literally what I have in my bag right now.
Ooh, it's a whiskey coffee brand from Scotland. Definitely, because I don't drive to events anymore. I'm now chauffeured. That's the benefits of having a driving assistant that can drive, having a handler that can drive. So yeah.
Did you just see your handler just walking by right then as you were saying that?
Yeah, kind of giving me that look of what?
I was like, I'm pretty sure they were sitting right next to you as you're saying that. Like, I'm going to be driven.
Whiskey blended coffee sounds delicious. I've had a fifth of peanut butter whiskey in the freezer that I'm needing to try myself. I need to find time to do that. Because, that stuff wasn't out when I was drinking.
I do. I miss my home so much.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I miss it.
You can work in Scotland.
Yeah, I know. It's not the same as living there, though.
You can work in Scotland.
Yeah. I can work in Scotland. I know.
You won't be my first international client since, I have clients on 7 continents. I'm quite sure by now you have clients on.
I know the bracelet was, even my mom was in tears when I told her what it was. She's like, oh my God, that's the most beautiful gift ever. I was like, I know. I was like, it's the most thoughtful gift in like the whole world. That it's like literally like a map of like my home in silver from Scotland, like made by someone who is from Scotland. Like it could not be more Scottish.
Exactly.
And Lisa got the matching ring too, so now we're linked.
How interesting! Now is it the same silver? That'll be the even commoner question.
It most likely did come from the same panel.
Okay.
It most likely did. They probably cut them all at the same time and did the design all at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's time we thank the people that make this possible. This is our patrons who just had the barista chat last night. So thank you, Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda Bryant, Ashley, Gust, Shannon C, Shannon D, the ever-loving Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Dottie the Psychic, and Tracy Vaughn, and the Laughing Tree Grove. If you would like to learn more about becoming a patron and supporting all your lovely broadcasts here, you can do so by visiting pcspnetwork.com.
Yay!
Yay! Yay. Hi, Dottie. Thanks for coming in. We're just wrapping up.
Like right at the very last second. Hi, Dottie.
All right, guys, you guys have an amazing evening. Y'all be busy as ever. And remember to smile and go color or do something fun with your child's inner childhood. Night, y'all.
Bye, guys.